That's how easy it is to mount it. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have something extremely exciting. I have bought the Peak Design phone case and motorcycle mount. These are things that I actually didn't think I would ever buy, but I tell you why I went for them. So a while back, before QUADLOCK actually even came to the market and became extremely popular, the must-have mount, there was the RAM mounts, right? Everyone used to have the RAM mount, especially the guys doing adventures, and RAM was probably the leading company. They used to do a lot of mounts for pretty much any activity that you could do, but what they didn't do is they adapted to phone cases. So it was, it wasn't locked. You could easily remove it and put it back in, depending on what you're looking for. But it was like an X shape, and it would pretty much grab any phone. Now the good thing about it was you didn't have to worry about when you're changing your phone, or if you use someone else's phone, you can just chuck it in on the RAM mount and it would work. And it was very good, but it was limited. So QUADLOCK came in and with their cases, and this is, where is it? Where did I put? This is one of them. This is actually one of the latest ones, which has the MagSafe from Apple. I was probably one of the first adopters to the QUADLOCK, because when I got my first bike, I think it was 2017. I always thought I wanted a really good mount for my motorcycle, and I couldn't really find anything interesting. Everyone just pushed me to RAM mounts. I think there might have been another one which I wasn't convinced was a good option, and then I discovered QUADLOCK, and QUADLOCK has been my main phone case and phone mount. It was so good, but every year or every other year when I swapped my phone, I had to buy a new case, and this is probably the last case I ever bought from them for my iPhone 13 Pro. So this case has been amazing. I've dropped the phone in various heights, various positions. It actually fell once from around this height all the way to the floor flat, with the screen facing down, and the phone was fine. So this is an extremely good case. It had a QUADLOCK system, which is amazing, and it has the magnetic ring at the back, so it's actually stronger than just the phone one. So QUADLOCK has been doing some amazing work, and they have been expanding and doing greater and greater things. When you talk about QUADLOCK, you think about all the cases you can get, all the accessories, and there's more and more coming out. They even do a case for the iPad mini, which is great, because I was looking for something like that. And you can just connect it to all your QUADLOCK system. So whatever you have your mount, you can use it, and it works fine. They even have the QUADLOCK, what is it called? The waterproof wireless head for your mount, so it charges your phone as you do it, and it goes up to 10 volts. 10 watts. 10 watts. Which is a pretty decent, but one of the problems that I find when I go riding, and especially doing a tour or going further out, the problem I find is that it doesn't charge fast enough to the consumption of the battery using a specific app. Any navigation system would just drain the battery quicker than it would charge. They recently just launched a new version, which is 12 to 24 volt batteries, so you can connect straight to them, and it has terminal cable, so you don't have a USB. I think you pay a little bit more for it, and you can get up to 15 watt charging speeds, which is really good. I was very happy with everything, and but I was thinking, no, I got a new phone. I got the iPhone 16 Pro, and I thought, shall I buy another case, or shall I explore, see what's out there? Now, Peak Design have been doing cases for the iPhone for ages. and they start doing this. I don't know what they call this. Their system. What is it called? Anyway, the locking system that they have is very simple, and there's some videos out there already showing how good it is and why this change from QUADLOCK to Peak Design. I resisted doing that because first I wasn't too keen on the Peak Design design. I just didn't like the case. It had this texture and it was grey, and it didn't, you know, I just wanted a plain black. I was thinking I'll check out these guys and see if it would be the right thing to do, because I've been having issues charging my phone. As I start the bike, sometimes QUADLOCK is working, sometimes it's not. I spoke to them before and they said take it out, connect it to a normal USB cable at home, so from another power supply, and see if it works fine. And to be fair, it has working really well. So I don't know if the issue is this QUADLOCK or if it is the what is it called, the HealthTech electronic distribution module. So I don't know if it's that. So I thought, let me just have a look at Peak Design. Let's see what it's been a few years or a couple of years. Have they improved? Have they changed design? Is this something I should consider since I'm having problems? So I went back to look at Peak Design, and I found something very interesting. It was almost like a calling. It said upgrade to Peak Design and get 40% when you switch. And I was thinking, well, if they are paying me to do this, I might as well go for it. And this goes again to another reason why I didn't switch to Peak Design earlier, because the prices were so high. I completely understand the high price for quality products. You know, Peak Design has a very good reputation and their design is amazing, the materials are great, but it was just a bit too steep. But if they give me 40% off, I thought I might as well go for it. So I went to look for the cases, and they did have the everyday case, the one I didn't really like, but they have different colors now and different textures, really nice designs actually, and they go with the different colors that you can get with your iPhone. But I saw this one, the GNAR case. Now this case is different. This case looks really cool, and it's almost like a adventure case for your phone. So I just thought, you know what, I quite like the design, and I'll show you why I went for this one. Now this is a bit pricey. This I think was around £50 or £55. I'll put the price there. But it just looked, you know, really rugged and tough, more protective, and it looked really slick. And I'll show you more once we do the unboxing. I had to get the mount, and I got the wireless charging motorcycle mount, and this is a stem mount. As you know, since I've removed the handlebars from my bike, I use the stem mount for the bike, and it works much better because the phone gets closer to the handlebar and doesn't come out, and it just ruins the design of the bike. Now, one of the reasons why I think this is actually better than the QUADLOCK is the design is much cleaner. It has a magnetic magnets on the mount itself. So in this area, there's magnets. So when you bring your phone to it, it kind of finds its way. And you don't have to worry about trying to fiddle, which is something that happens to me all the time with QUADLOCK. Although I have a lot of experience, I'm pretty good at it, and this just makes life easier. Now the other thing that is really good is you don't need to twist. You just mount it horizontally, mount vertically, which is pretty much the only two positions anyone would want to do. For me, I'm a landscape. I like it the way it fits with the layout of the bike and the dashboard, so it just looks nice. I know a lot of people mount it vertically, and actually I've only seen designs of this being mounted vertically. Now if that's the case, we're gonna have a problem. I might have to return it. But anyway, so this seemed to be really good. Materials look good, has a much smaller profile in terms of the sizing. and it has already the vibration dampener included. Now it has the charger, it has a key 2, so that's about up to 15 watts, so it's a fast charger. Has a vibration dampener included already on this, so it's not a part that you need to purchase later. And yeah, and so the two things, it has a fast charger, magnetic, and it's just easy to mount your phone. So we're going to do the unboxing of this. Now this comes with a USB-C cable. I don't have USB-C cable on my bike. I have the USB-A, which is the standard, the old one, the rectangular shape one. So I had to buy an additional cable, which I didn't know, to be honest. I purchased this later, and thankfully they had this on Amazon, so I got faster delivery, because when I've ordered the other parts directly from Peak Design, took me almost a week to receive, which is a bit annoying. Got this one, cost me £20, and it's just a cable from here to the bike, and is a USB-A. I don't think it will make any difference in terms of charging. Should be fine. Now let's go and unbox, because I've been waiting for a whole week or longer to open this, and every time I come to the garage I see it and I just want to use it. Now you're probably wondering, what have I been doing with my phone without case? I know, as lovely as the iPhone is without case, I just can't take the risk. I have two kids, and sometimes they borrow my phone and I think it's going to be damaged within a day. I got this case, and I'm just telling you because if you're looking for a really nice and cheap case, I got this one. It's lovely case on Amazon for £12. I put a link there because I thought, you know what, Apple sells me cases for 50 quid that are not that great and they break after a while. This one, £12. Honestly, I really like it. I really like the design. They have other colors, but I'll put a link, and if you guys don't use the phone for directions or to mount on your bike, you can get one of these for £12 on Amazon. Let's jump to this other camera and we'll start doing the unboxing, which should be fun. I'm really keen to see the case and the mount, so let's go and do that now. Alright guys, so let's start with the GNAR case, and I don't know if you can see here, it has a 3.2 millimeters in terms of thickness. It has like this removable and stowable USB-C plug, and that's about it. It's just a nicer looking case and a bit stronger. Something to open. Should never cut it towards you, should always go the other direction, but that's okay. Now, there you go. Nothing too fancy. So this is the case, and this is one of the areas that I really like. I like the texture on the side. Here, looks lovely, and then the buttons, they look like metal. I don't know if they are, can't really tell. And the sensor for the camera, this is a bit softer, it has it's rubberized, this area, but yeah, it feels really nice. And obviously the top and bottom are a bit thicker to allow you know, falls. The impact would be softer on these sides because of the cushioning. Has this removable plug. I'll probably remove it now because I don't think I'll be using, but anyway, you can put it on and off. Yeah, it looks really good, and it has like this nice effect. So let's go and put the phone in, and there you go. So the profile is very small. I don't know if you can tell, is really small. This one was a little bit more protective, and the QUADLOCK as well, this lip I guess would be a bit higher, but anyway, we shall see. So you can see how nice it looks. Volume, ring, silent, pretty cool. Let me see if this works. Yeah, works fine. Boom. And that's about it. There's not a lot more to talk about this. Lovely case. Let's see. One of the things that the QUADLOCK was pretty good is when I put it down, it was flat. As you can see here, if I put it down, it's completely flat, which I really liked. Now this one is not the case. This is slightly protruding out, slightly, maybe 2 millimeters, I'd say, but it's not too bad. If I put it here, like hardly any movement, and obviously this is flat. This does worry me, I'll be completely honest with you guys, but in terms of sizes, you can kind of see, I don't know if you'll be able to see the thickness. There's not a lot more, is it? And obviously this is for a smaller iPhone, the iPhone 13 Pro, which is slightly smaller, but in terms of width, it's almost identical. It's just a little bit thicker, but then it's because of the camera and the additional cushioning. So that's it, guys. That I'll be testing this out, and I'll tell you how I find it. This groove is really small. It's not as deep as the QUADLOCK one. I do wonder how strong this is in comparison to the QUADLOCK. Let's see how well this one goes. I'm going to the bike shed later today, so I'm gonna be testing this out. Let's see what comes in. Climate neutral certified. Get started. What else? Scan me. I think this for really it's a lifetime warranty. This has a lifetime warranty, so that's gonna be interesting. And need to register. I always forget to register. I wish they did this a little bit easier. There's a sticker there. There you go, Peak Design sticker. Weird shape one, but there you go. So there's not a lot more in the box. There's not much to think about this, but quality wise feels really good. Materials are good. Let's see how easily this will scratch. The QUADLOCK here has been abused, but it's been, you know, it still looks fine. Obviously if you come really close you notice, but I love this case. I want to see if I'm gonna love this one as well. I always have the opportunity to go back to QUADLOCK. Now, next one is the wireless charging motorcycle mount, and this is stem mount. Let's see, where do we open? At the bottom. Let's do this. I'm quite excited about this one more than the case, to be very honest with you. And the reason for that is, you know, the case is just, it's very simple. It's just a case, doesn't do anything. Now this one does. If only they made boxes like Apple, there's just a little bit more fun to open. Okay, yeah, safety procedures, because obviously it's electronic. You need to know this is charging stem mount. It tells you step by step. Let's see. Yeah, really good information about, you know, instructions. Again, the warranty. This is a bit easy that you can just scan rather than just going to the website. No sticker here. That's a shame. I love stickers. No stickers. Anyway, so what's in here? Honestly, okay, straight away as I'm touching this, you can tell this is really high quality. You know, it's all aluminium. It feels really nice. You can see here the dampener. You can see just these rubber things. That's really clever. You must install the snap cap before use. Okay, snap cap is that one. I think I need to take the sticker. It feels really nice, I have to say. And this is the cable, can you see? So this cable, you'll have probably the USB-C here somewhere. Here. Okay, so USB-C, and then this connects like so, and I wonder how it goes because it has specific areas. Anyway, I'm not going to put this one on, but this is the cable that they supply, but obviously not the one I need. And that's about it. I don't think there's anything else in the box. I don't know if I need this. This, I think, is an adapter depending on your stem. Let's see. How can I open this? Yeah, it's just replace this one with a bigger one. I think this would be fine for my one. Pick design. Taking this sticker out. Okay, done. This is rubberized. Let's see how it mounts. Wow, that was very easy and very sturdy. Wow, that's really nice. You know what, this feels like really good quality. I'm impressed with this, I have to say. Wow. And obviously I think you can tighten this. Very, very nice. I don't need it, I need it. So actually, let's put this away. I don't think there's a lot more that I need. I don't think I need this for anything, do I? This is quite straightforward, it's just connecting. This is only the bit that I was like, I don't know why they didn't fit this straight on the charger. But anyway, it's done. Yeah. Okay, so next steps is to replace the quad lock with PIC design. Now guys, I just removed the quad lock, and I have to say the quality on this, as you probably saw in my previous video when I installed this, is amazing. It's again aluminium. It's a different texture to this one, to the PIC design, but what I wanted to show you is the difference in terms of size. Look at that. That is pretty insane. Now you'll think the quad lock you can remove. It has a waterproof, which I previously had an issue with this, and other people had, because the first version would leak, would allow water to go through, and then it will ruin the whole thing. And then they have a new version which is sealed really nicely and has been working, and I ride all year round, so it's been working fine. As you can see, there's nothing, no rust there basically. The PIC design didn't want to take that risk. This you cannot remove, and I think this is very similar to, you know, the TomTom charger. They just make it something similar to this, which you can't remove, to make sure you don't get any water in. And this is a waterproof. There's a waterproof seal. There's this lip here, so when you connect, there's no way any water is going to go. But I'm still going to put some tape. I have some tape here. I'm just going to put some isolation tape, I think it's called, just to make sure nothing goes through. But yeah, what I wanted to show you is so first is the size of the quad lock. So you can, you know, you push it in, and it doesn't, obviously it doesn't work as well when it's not on the bike, but that's understandable. But basically, you know, it's quite bulky. It's not going to find the right position to just hold it. You have to push it, which is not a problem, but it's just the sheer size of it. Can you just see, like, all of it, like the dampener, the charger, and the holder or the mount is probably smaller than the wireless head from QUADLOCK, which will help on the design of the bike. Now this has one arm, pretty much like this one, and so we're gonna see how we're gonna mount this, but there you go. This is basically, you know, probably gonna mount it like that. The QUADLOCK, I think I was like that. So there you go. So the comparison, this is much heavier, it's bulkier. So there you go. This particular one charges at 10 watts. This is 15 watts. obviously it also depends on your phone if it allows to be charged at those speeds, so bear that in mind. Now this is the cable that I got, the USB-A that I need for my bike, and now all I have to do is to mount it on the bike. So let's go and do that now. Okay, I'm hoping I'm getting a good angle here. Limited in space here at the back of the garage. Look like this is a size 4. What we're gonna do is, I think I'm gonna place it like this. So this is a size 4 Allen key or X key. Okay, I think this is okay, pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna do, oh, look at that. That is awesome. Now I don't know if I can tighten like this. Let me try. That's pretty good. Lovely. Boom. There you go. Mounted. Now this is QUADLOCK cable. You can see here the grooves. So it's waterproof. I need to remove this. And let's just try. See how it feels. I wonder if I could no, I can't. So let's see. Boom. It's going to be a bit of a pain because the dials are there. I can't change this. So could I? Maybe that was the thing that they were telling me is to do. Oh, this is so easy. Actually, no big problem to do, to remove it. Wow. So if I do this way, it's a bit easier, but it becomes too close to the key. And then, to be honest, I can move this, but that's not how I would like it. I wonder if I could have changed that before, and I should have. No, sorry, you cannot change that. So at least I know. Gonna tighten this again. That's how easy it is to mount it. Now the reason why I tilted it a little bit more is the iPhone, when you're doing orientation for the maps, you need to have enough tilt to the phone. If it's like that, it will still do a portrait view. I want a landscape view, so you kind of need to force it. So and I think it will be a better angle. Anyway, it can be adjusted, but very happy with the simplicity. When I'm taking it off, when I press, I need to put some force to it, okay, because the magnets are really that strong. Now let's plug this in and see if it's all working. So guys, I just ran the cable through here. I'm going to do this bit first, and then I'll see how much more is there to get to the back. It should be fine, but we shall see. God, there could be, wish there was an easy way to do this. This is not the easiest way. There you go. Wish it was slightly easier, but there you go. So all that time I was just putting this on. Let me see if this gives any signal that it's getting power. Does it show anywhere? No, there's no light. We shall see. Need to turn on the engine. So let's see first if it shows if there's any light. I'm going to turn on the engine. Yes! Okay guys, so there you go. You can see how easy it was to mount. It took me about 5-10 minutes, only because I was playing around trying to figure out if I could turn the orientation, but you can't. It's not a deal breaker for me. It's so easy to mount. It is easier than the QUADLOCK. It's very sturdy. The magnet is really strong as well, and it looks nicer because the profile, the size is much smaller. So you know, the less things popping out of the bike, and the nicer it looks. And it looks really slick, to be honest. It does look slicker than the QUADLOCK. I love QUADLOCK, but you know, you have to admit when the other companies come in and they do a really good job. That's really good. You know, it's really good for us, the consumer, right? When there's more companies doing products for us, they'll compete with each other to get our money, and they do better products for us. So I'm all up for that. And I'm not saying I'll never go back to QUADLOCK. Let's see what they come up with. I'm going to give it a go. This obviously I've just literally installed it. I'm going to go to the bike shed later on today. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to use it for a bit. I'm going to be hopefully doing some longer rides. I'm going to test it, see how good it is, and then I'll report back, and I tell you if I went back to QUADLOCK or if I stayed with the Peak design. Anyway, in terms of prices, I'll put the prices here on the side. Let me give a little bit of space. So here you'll be able to see a price comparison, and that if you go with the, I think I used the GNAR case. I'm not too sure. If I did, then obviously it'll be a little bit more expensive. But I think I kept it with the everyday case, the comparison. So it is almost like for like. And you'll see that the QUADLOCK, although you have to buy more parts, so the charging, wireless, waterproof wireless charging head, and you have to buy the vibration dampener, is still cheaper than Peak design for, I don't know, £20 or so, whatever it is showing here. But with a 40% off that I got, it was much cheaper. I think I paid £128. Again, you can probably see here. I think it's definitely worth it. They did give me a code after I purchased. Anyway, they gave me a code that I should be able to share with you guys. I don't see why not. I don't know if it has a time limit. Anyway, I'll put the code in the description and on the screen now. See if you can use it. I hope you can. When I tested, it didn't give me the discount on the cases, only on the mount. But anyway, it's still good. It's still worth it. I think it is a really good option or alternative to QUADLOCK. If you haven't bought QUADLOCK, I'll say go straight ahead and buy the Peak design. It is nicer. It works better, I think, in terms of how easy it is to mount. So if you have the QUADLOCK, I don't know if necessarily I would be changing. Obviously I got a new phone, so I had the opportunity to change the case, and I thought it would be worth for me. Anyway, I hope you like this video. I hope you found it informative. I hope it helps you make your mind up. And if you haven't liked the video, please do so. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!